Alright, we're currently in some gold shorts. The idea behind this trade is very straightforward. We initially tried to take sells of the London DR. We ended up getting stops out. We waited for the New York DR to form. Price ended up closing bearish outside of the New York DR. Once we had that closure to the downside, we waited for price to pull back to fill in some of the fair value and mitigate into our key levels. We have two areas that I was monitoring. The first level of supply, which is in alignment with the IDR, and then we have that more premium level of supply that is in alignment with the ZMB block. Now, as soon as price pulled back into our first level of supply, we waited for two candle rejections. We got that first two candle rejections. Price pulled back and filled in that fair value. As soon as we got the fill right over here, we market executed at that mitigation with stops at that wick high. We're looking to target the fill of this fair value right over here because we have all of this liquidity being built up at these lows. You guys can see price has mitigated once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times at this level right over here. So we can expect there to be a lot of sell side liquidity at this point and for price to dip into some discounts if it wants to continue over to the upside. We're now floating at around break even. We're going to let this trade play out and we're going to see how it goes. If I end up getting stopped out at this entry, I'm going to wait for price to pull into the ZMB block, which is at the more premium level, hoping that it would fill in this inefficiency, and we're scaling at a re-entry at this level of supply and target the same levels. We are floating just around 10 grand on this trade, blessing the charts with some positive energy. Money! 15k on this position. Alright, I just closed the shorts on all my evals. So this one's up 4.3, this one's up 4.4, and this one's up 4.4 also. So that's our daily target here on these three evals. We are currently up 23k British. So let's see how this trade plays out. Also, I've already trailed my stops to break even, I'll be honest. There's no reason for price to pull back near entry, and if it does, it will most likely invalidate the setup. Guys, we're now floating 35 British on these shorts. I've decided I'm going to go ahead and close it right at the lows.